What's going on, MFN community? This is Trevor Wicken, creator of the Rise Movement System and the MS Gym. Welcome, and I want to let you know that we're happy to have you here. I partnered up with the Medical Fitness Network, Fitness Learning Systems, and the Alzheimer's Research and Prevention Foundation to create this weekly series of exercises to show you how to manage your clients that are affected with Alzheimer's. Now, we've gone through, in the past couple weeks, we've gone through a series of movement preparation exercises. So if you haven't checked those out, go to the MFN page, check those out, go through them, look at them, and then use them on your clients. So we've done a lot with the hips and the core and all that kind of stuff. Today, we're actually going to move into the upper body, because what I find is that so many fitness professionals and medical fitness professionals are focused on core and glutes, which are all awesome. But if you're only getting 2/3 of the equation, you're missing like the other 33.3333%, right? So we've got to get the upper body stable and the rotator cuff stable and the posterior shoulder girdle stable, because if it's not and it's weak and we're falling forward like this, that can lead to more falls, that can lead to a reduction in function, and it can also waste more energy, valuable energy of the Alzheimer's client. So we want to improve the stability, the strength, the mobility, and the function of the shoulder girdle, and especially what we're going over today is the rotator cuff. So let's check out this exercise. All right, welcome back. So today what we're going over is external rotation of the shoulder. So a lot of times what we'll find, and why a lot of people, especially older people and seniors, get rotator cuff tears, is because the muscles of the anterior shoulder girdle are really, really overactive. So your anterior deltoid, your pec minor, your SCMs, your subclavius, all that kind of stuff are very, very overactive, and they actually pull you forward like that, which stretches out the rotator cuff tendon and puts a lot of extra strain through the supraspinatus, infraspinatus, and can lead them and set people up for rotator cuff tears. Now, since most people that get Alzheimer's are over the age of 65, this is probably a good exercise for them to do, not only for shoulder health, but also for postural health. A lot of times what we see with Alzheimer's is when they're walking, they kind of get this stooped over posture like this, because they literally are not thinking about, I've got to stand up straight, or I want to walk right, or whatever. Their brain kind of goes in and out of that awareness of posture. And so what happens is these muscles get tight, start to roll forward, and that can lead to a lot of problems and a lot of degradation, both in the neck, including the neck, the shoulders, and also the lumbar spine and the discs of the lumbar spine. So this is a great exercise. If you're getting shoulder health better, you're getting the whole body better, okay? So what you do after an adequate kind of chest stretch and lat stretch that you can do on the wall is that you come over to the wall. And I can't view all the way down, but their feet are about 6 to 8 inches away from the wall. Their butt or their tailbone, their sacrum, and their shoulder blades are against the wall. And as much as you can get their head against the wall, do it. If you see them tipping their head back like this, that is not a good thing. So what you want to do is put like a bolster, a pillow, a pad, a yoga block, a balance disc, something behind their head so they're not tipping back trying to get their head against the wall, because that's not going to do anybody any good, and you're going to be working those neck extensors instead of the shoulders. So get their neck in a nice neutral position. Your shoulder blades are going to be against the wall. Your sacrum's against the wall. What you want to do is pull those abs in and have them think, oops, sorry, I think I hit my mic. Have them think about holding an apple underneath their chin. Now, the first exercise that we're going to do is for the teres minor, okay? And so I call this no money, because it's like, yo, man, I need you to buy something for me. And I'm like, yo, man, I ain't got no money, right? So I call this the no money drill. So what you do is you get their triceps on the wall and get their shoulder blades nice and relaxed. Do not have their arms tucked in like this. You'll hit on their circumflex artery, which is in their arm and armpit area, and you don't want to do that. So you want to get a little bit of space out here. So abs are in, tails tucked underneath them, so have them posterior pelvic tilt on the wall. Shoulder blades are nice and relaxed. Have them move their neck around and just chill. So you're going to have them open their hands, and you're just going to have them slowly rotate their thumbs out as far as they can go to where they're not compensating. And compensating means they're trying to get back to the wall, and you'll see them coming off the wall. You'll see them arching their back. You'll see them kind of shrugging their shoulders. If they can only get to here, they can only get to here. If they can get all the way back, they can get all the way back. Doesn't matter. The key is to hold the pelvis underneath, your abs in, your shoulder blades down, and to have them actively work on using the muscles of the rotator cuff to open the arms all the way up. So I always tell people, think about having a dot on your bicep, and it's facing forward, and then it's facing to the side. Or I've also told people, shoot your guns forward and then shoot your guns to the side, but I don't like the wrist thing. So turn the hands out, boom, come back, hold for 2 seconds, come back, come out nice and slow, hold for 2 seconds, 2, back in. Probably have them do about 10 to 15 repetitions of this exercise, okay? So then we move on to the second exercise, and that's going to be more for the infraspinatus. So what we do, let me scoot over a little bit, we have them slide their hands up the wall slightly. I don't want to see this because that's shoulder impingement sitting, okay? So you want them to go about 70% of the way up. Hands are up again. Tuck the pelvis, abs are in, shoulder blades down, hands are open, and I actually tell my clients to open their fingers as much as possible without straining. Just open them because then it keeps their wrists straight. And then all you're going to do is you're just going to rotate back just to about where they say stop. If they're trying to compensate, you're going to see their shoulders come up. You could see them arch. Okay, so you just want to go to where their body says stop, pause, and then come back down nice and slow. Pause, just to level. Come back, 1, hold, 1, 2. Come back down and pause. Come back, 2, 2. Come down and pause. And again, you're going to do about 10 to 15 repetitions of this exercise. And by the time you get done with the teres minor and the infraspinatus, that external rotation of the shoulder is going to be a lot improved, especially if you stretch the pectorals, especially the pec minor out before you have them move. You're going to notice that client sitting up straighter. Their head's going to be better in alignment. They're going to seem more alert. Their posture is going to be better, and they're going to be able to perform that exercise, your exercises even better. Key note on this is that you can have them walk through the setup. So have your client go through and say, I'm tilting my pelvis, pulling my abs in, shoulder blades are down. So butts underneath, guts pulled in, blades down, and then I'm going to rotate my hands and my thumbs towards the wall. So have them verbally walk you through what they're doing with their body, because that activates the cognitive centers of the brain. When you combine that with the muscular and the neuromuscular connection patterns, you're going to start stimulating cells in the brain. They're going to help the Alzheimer's client, their memory, their connection to the exercise, their connection to you, and hopefully preserve and improve function in your client. So I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. Check out these slides at the end of this video. It gives you all the information you need to go to an amazing program produced by Fitness Learning Systems, written by the Alzheimer's Research and Prevention Foundation, that will train you and educate you to work with the Alzheimer's client. It goes through the 4 pillars of Alzheimer's, talking about stress reduction, nutrition, exercise, all that kind of stuff, and talks about really how to care for the client as well as train them. So it's an amazing program. I loved it. I worked on it as an exercise programmer with Dan Ritchie and Mark Kelly. So they're awesome guys too. And we're honored to serve. We're honored to serve this community. And I'm super excited to be giving you these exercises on a weekly basis. So I'll talk to you soon. MFN community. Have an awesome day.